Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers hint that Ridge Forrester Torsten K may propose to Brooke, Logan, Catherine, Kelly Lang. After Nick Marone, Jack Wagner delivers a proposal of his own. That ring on Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig finger may mean nothing in the end. So let's discuss all the upcoming romantic developments. Now that Nick's in Italy, along with Brooke Cray, he's planning an epic marriage proposal on a special boat ride. Of course, B&B spoilers say Nick's plans are set to go horribly wrong. It's doubtful Brooke will accept Nick's offer of marriage anyway. But the boat trip in general will turn into a total fiasco. It looks like Brooke will be thrown into the water due to a boat malfunction. So she'll be at risk of drowning until Ridge comes along and pulls her out. From there, Ridge's heart will tell him exactly what to do next. It turns out Ridge will surrender to the love he's been fighting all this time. So his true feelings for Brooke will come pouring out. Ridge will decide he wants Brooke back. So he'll pull out all the stops to let her know. Once Ridge drags a soaked Brooke to safety and makes sure she's okay, he'll presumably make a big declaration about their destiny. It makes sense that Ridge will perhaps try to outdo Nick's marriage proposal by popping the question to Brooke himself, whether it happens in an impulsive moment or once they reconnect. Ahead of their trip home, Ridge may assure Brooke that she's the woman he wants to marry. In other words, Ridge might get engaged to Brooke while he's already engaged to Taylor. We certainly wouldn't put it past Ridge considering his track record, especially since we know Brooke's accident will serve as such a huge romantic turning point for these two. Brooke could become Ridge's new fiancée before Taylor even realizes she's lost Ridge. So stay tuned for updates on any fresh engagement news that might be on the horizon. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Ridge and Brooke's reunion will deliver a terrible blow to Taylor in the coming episodes. CDL's where you want to be for the hottest bold and the beautiful spoilers, news and updates. So drop by often for more B&B info. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Ridge proposes to Brooke after Nick ring on Taylor's finger means nothing. Los Angeles is no stranger to heartbreak, betrayal, and rekindled passion. But this week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the tides of love turn once again, and not everyone is ready for what's coming. After months of emotional Ridge Forrester finds himself standing at a crossroads. One path leads him back into the arms of the ever-faithful Dr. Taylor Hayes, and the other wins toward the enduring, complicated love of his life, Brooke Logan. But when a ring finds its way onto Taylor's finger and Brooke finds herself drawn back into a surprising connection with Nick Marone, everything the Forresters thought they knew about loyalty and love begins to unravel. Ridge torn between two women. Again, Ridge Forrester has never been a man to live quietly. Whether sketching haute couture gowns or deciding which woman holds his heart, Ridge always does it with intensity. But recently, that intensity has become confusion. After months of trying to make things work with Taylor, bolstered by their shared love for their children and history, Ridge shocked everyone by giving her a ring. The moment was intimate, soft lighting. A quiet evening, Ridge brushing Taylor's hair behind her ear as he whispered, "Let's make this official." She accepted, her eyes shimmering with love. But not even an hour later, Ridge found himself haunted by a single memory, the smile Brooke gave him during a family gathering the previous weekend. The kind of smile that stopped time. The ink on the engagement news wasn't even dry before Ridge began to second-guess himself. Brooke reconnects with Nick Marone. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan has been keeping a low profile. Determined to let Ridge figure out what and who he wants, Brooke had turned inward, focusing on her career, her family, and her peace. But fate had other plans. Enter Nick Marone. Yes, that Nick, the rugged, sea-weathered ex, who once married Brooke and fathered her daughter Hope, or so they thought, for a time. Classic B&B. A chance meeting at Il Giardino turned into an unexpected reconnection. One espresso turned into two, and then into laughter. And then into memories. Nick confessed that after years of sailing the world, he never found anyone who made him feel what Brooke did. Being with you, he said, always felt like home. Complicated, messy, wild. But home. Brooke, blindsided by the rawness of his honesty, began to wonder, was she still waiting for a man who couldn't decide between two women, while someone else, someone steady and devoted, was standing right in front of her? Ridge's grand gesture, or massive mistake? Just as Brooke was beginning to see a glimmer of new possibilities with Nick, Ridge made a move that has stunned fans and shaken the Forrester family to its core. He proposed to Brooke. Yes, after Proposing to Taylor. The moment was classic Ridge, grand, impulsive, and drenched in emotion. In the Forrester Creations showroom, he called Brooke in, under the guise of finalizing designs. What awaited her was a candlelit scene, an original gown named Eternal, and Ridge on bended knee with a vintage ring from his mother's jewelry box. "Brooke," he said, "I've loved you my entire life. No matter where I go or who I try to be, I always come back to you. I can't keep denying it. You're my destiny." Brooke was stunned. No words, just shock, disbelief, and something else. Tears welled in her eyes as she stepped back, unsure if she was living a dream or a nightmare. "You proposed to Taylor. You gave her a ring, Ridge," she whispered. "I know," he said, "and I'll fix that. But right now, I need to know if there's still a chance for us." Taylor blindsided, but not defeated. Taylor Hayes, no stranger to Ridge's tangled heartstrings, felt the sting of betrayal deeply when she learned what had happened. It wasn't Ridge who told her, it was Steffi. The scene at the cliff house was tense. Steffi storming in with her phone, showing Taylor photos taken by a paparazzo of Ridge and Brooke during the proposal. "He went from proposing to you to proposing to her the next night. Mom, you deserve better than this," Steffi said, tears mixing with fury. Taylor, for once, didn't break down. Instead, she removed the ring from her finger and placed it carefully in a velvet box. Her silence spoke volumes. Later, at her office, she confided in Finn, "This isn't about Ridge. This is about me choosing not to live on the sidelines anymore. I want to be the love of someone's life, not the fallback." But is this truly the end for Ridge and Taylor, or is the doctor plotting something more deliberate than ever before? Nick and Brooke, old flame or new future? While Ridge spirals in his indecision, Nick is not waiting around. "Let Ridge bounce between women if he wants," Nick told Hope. "But I'm here, Brooke. I never stop caring. And if she gives me one sign, just one, I won't walk away again." Hope, protective of her mother, is wary. But she also sees what many fans have noticed, a spark in Brooke's eyes that hasn't been there in years, a steadiness. Could Nick, not Ridge, be Brooke's true soulmate? What does the ring really mean? Ridge's double proposal has left everyone confused, including Ridge himself. The ring he gave Taylor now seems meaningless, an empty gesture from a man who didn't know what he wanted. But to Taylor, it was more than a ring. It was hope. It was trust. And now, it's betrayal. Eric Forrester put it best in a moment of fatherly wisdom. "You're playing with hearts, Ridge, and one day you're going to lose them all." Spoilers ahead. What to expect next? Here's what's coming in the next explosive episodes. Taylor confronts Ridge in a no-holds-barred scene that will leave viewers speechless. Expect tears, fury, and a slap that could be heard all the way to Bel Air. Brooke is torn between the man who's always had her heart and the one who offers her peace. But a surprising twist, a medical emergency involving one of her children, will force her to make a choice. Nick makes a move that shocks everyone, including Ridge. A proposal of his own, possibly, but this one may involve more than just romance. Steffi and Thomas are at odds again. While Steffi wants her mother to walk away from Ridge for good, Thomas believes Ridge and Taylor still belong together. Could this family rift threaten Forrester Creations? And in a final scene, sure to keep fans on the edge of their seats, someone doesn't make it to the altar. A dramatic wedding interruption is coming, but whose wedding will it be? Final thoughts. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on passion, history, and the eternal dance of love triangles. Ridge's impulsive double proposal may be the most shocking twist in years, but the fallout promises even more drama. Brooke stands at the center once again, but this time, she's older, wiser, and less willing to accept half-hearted love. As Taylor rebuilds her strength and Nick reclaims his chance, fans can expect alliances to shift, hearts to be broken, and new love stories to ignite. The ring on Taylor's finger may now be off, but the fire in her eyes is just beginning to burn. In this town, no love story is ever truly over.